Today, we are about to take a look inside this $19.5 million modern mansion in Miami and one of the best neighborhoods in Miami, Ponce Davis. We're situated on over an acre of land, and the house behind us has just under 10,000 square feet of living space. Huge entertaining spaces flow out to a pristine backyard that we're going to see inside. And what I love about this property is the privacy that you get. You don't see any neighbor, and the hedges, they're at least maybe 20 feet tall. And in the front here, they're probably 15 feet tall. So you don't see anyone, completely walled and fenced around as well. So we're gonna take you inside, but before we go inside, we have to talk about the exterior of the house. So I love this. You have the concrete pavers with artificial turf inlays for the driveway where you're gated. Again, it's completely walled in the front. There's one entrance right there with a huge driveway. And then around the corner, you have the 3-car garage. And that 3-car garage could even fit a lift as well. Right now it's used as a gym, but it's a huge garage. And it's a big driveway too. It's just that this front yard is so big that from this angle, the driveway looks a little small, but it's actually really big. Now you have this walking path over here. So you park your car. You have now the walkway that leads straight to the front door and has that beautiful symmetry, right? And I love the tiles they put here, very classic and very, very elegant. And then of course you have a pedestrian gate right at the front as well that leads straight to this walking path too. And you have artificial inlays here as well. Now you notice all the green space here, the grass is literally pristine here, because they just cut it, but it seems like it's always cut, right? And look at the hedges in front as well, providing privacy. Nobody's looking in and nobody's seeing out either. And then you have the fishtail palms on the side over there. Of course, that wraps around to the backyard, which we'll see, but I wanna mention the exterior facade of the home. It has a very cool modern vibe. I think it feels like a mid-century modern kind of vibe, with that nice like angled pitch on the roof. I think it provides a unique aesthetic to the home that you don't normally see in these modern homes. And I love how you have the walkways, basically let's say the porch here extends down this way with lighting, and that is looking out, actually you see that out from the living room that we're gonna see now. But this is the entrance here, covered with the Uribe wood tongue and groove ceilings here, beautiful. And of course lighting is in here. Now, I love the lighting on the floors too, so at night this really, really pops. So you have this nice big front door, massive, and you walk in here and you're looking straight out to your backyard. Look how pristine it is. Feels like it's part of the inside of the house. Well, it's a perfect day. Everything's clean. It's ready for us to show you, right? So we walk in here. This is your foyer. You go that way to the living space. But first, over here, you have your first bedroom. It's an ensuite bedroom. It's a big bedroom as well. Has its own bathroom and walk-in closet. And since we're here, I want to just note that the doors go all the way up to the ceiling, which I think is super special. Now, speaking of the ceilings, you have 14-foot high ceilings. Now you're getting a really good angle of this space, right? Look at the lighting, everything just symmetrical. You notice the cove lighting above, right? Providing like this corridor that brings you tons of natural light, right? You're looking at the views of the front and the views of the backyard here, floor to ceiling glass windows on both sides. So tons of privacy, tons of natural light. This is your formal living room here. You have the stone flooring throughout the entire home, giving a nice warm feel. You know, I love this floor. I think it goes well with the whole aesthetic of the home, the color scheme. The modern vibe, I absolutely love it. And it goes well with the art that's around everywhere too. So this is your formal living room here, high ceilings here, right? And then you have a nice seating area that they've placed in this space here. But this living room is huge. You can get really creative with this space. And here you have your staircase with a really cool light fixture that takes you up to the bedrooms where the primary suite is. The primary suite's one of the largest we've ever toured. It's close to 3,000 square feet. We're gonna get into that later on in the video. So you have under the staircase like another nook over there for you to display art, or maybe you could even get creative, make that the dog's room, or I don't know. It's big under. And then this way, we have Ian over here, listing agent Ian. Thank you, Ian, for letting us tour the video. Yeah. Thank you. Of course. Great to see you.
Good to see you.
Thank you for having us. We're midway through the tour right now.
Okay.
All right. But thank you for letting us tour the house, give them the specs.
Go enjoy it.
Yeah. Thank you.
It's a great house.
Yeah. So I was just showing them over here. You have the powder bathroom here with a beautiful backsplash there. I love the accent, or the wood accent they have in the back. That detail is really nice. And then speaking of wood details, you have right here on this wall as well. It's a beautiful accent. It gives that warmth. And this is on the door as well to the elevator, which takes you to the second floor as well. And we come down this way to this space, which is my favorite space of the house. This is where you're gonna spend most of your time, where you have your kitchen, your family room, breakfast nook, and dining room all in this space, and all of it overlooks the backyard, right? So we'll start here. You have your breakfast nook with a beautiful light fixture. I love how the light fixture matches this table, and the table is super, super nice. It's got a really like asymmetrical vibe to it, very cool. And then here you have the, of course, a temperature controlled wine cellar. If you have a wine cellar, you are never whiny. There we go, George loves that. So all of this space, again, looks out to the backyard. We'll get to the backyard towards the end of the video, but this is the kitchen here. It's a Mia Cucina kitchen, a beautiful Italian cabinetry. You have Wolf and Sub-Zero appliances. This is a quartzite countertop here, and it's one of my favorites. It's the Canaletto quartzite countertop. I absolutely love this. A lot of people put like lighting under this if they wanted to light it because it's kind of like translucent. They did not put the lighting here, which I think is a nice, elegant look, but this is absolutely stunning. I mean, this is a huge island. You can see there are 4 chairs there, but you can fit much more than that if you wanted to. I love the symmetry. You're seeing right down the middle, this hood, beautiful gas Wolf cooktop here. You have the burners here as well. Absolutely stunning. Of course, Sub-Zero refrigerator there. You have your coffee station right over here too, where if you wanted to, you could hide the doors and put the doors in. Notice you have the LED strips in all the cabinetry as well. Everything is so seamless and elegant, and I love the little nooks that they have like this, right? To display, you know, the glasses, and just kind of gives it more, I feel like, a different kind of look instead of just all cabinetry, right? And notice as well, the cabinetry on the island is different than the cabinetry that you see back here. I think that's nice, gives some difference, right? Over here you have the, let's say, staff room, the laundry room. You have this basically as a staff area and access to the 3-car garage. All right, but we're gonna continue down this way. Over here, you'll notice you have the family room. This family room I think is special. First off, notice the symmetry. All about symmetry here, right? You have your basically your TV console, TV right in the middle, and on either side, you have floor to ceiling windows and then the windows above as well, providing tons of natural light, but also you're looking out to a scenic view on either side of landscaping. Because here, we're in Ponce Davis, you have greenery all around us, and we have the utmost privacy. Now from this space and from that breakfast nook, you have the pocket sliders that open all the way up and go out to basically a covered terrace on this side, and that way go straight to the pool. But again, we'll get to that later in the video. Over here, you have a unique space. It's an intimate dining room. So this is where you have those really serious conversations. That's where people know what kind of dinner you're having. Family's over, say, hey, let's hit the breakfast nook. Let's hit that area over there overlooking the backyard. We're talking serious, let's close the doors and let's have dinner here. I love this setting here. Beautiful, look at the build out on the wall there. A nice warm detail with the wood. Right? Look at the art, beautiful seating area here. You can have some cocktails, some drinks here, right by your dining set there. I think this is such a cool spot. And then you have nice big windows overlooking the landscaping, and then windows above as well looking at greenery. Greenery all around us. And then don't forget the light fixtures here too, super nice. And we can't forget that these doors here, they're pocket doors and they are beautiful. Look how tall they are, so big. So if you really wanted that privacy, you really could. You could separate the space from the dining room, so and that way you have your chef here and you can dine here in peace. But this space is so, so special. And again, you have access to go out to the backyard. We saw all this space. Now we saw actually we saw the entire downstairs, right? The entire downstairs. Now we can take it upstairs. You can take the elevator or you can follow me and take the stairs. Now we are upstairs. Now, first and foremost, look how cool that light fixture is, bringing a little piece of New York to Miami. It's the 6th borough, right? That's what they say. Over here you have, on this side, we have 4 ensuite bedrooms. The first is right down over there. Each of the bedrooms have their own walk-in closets. They're huge closets and their own bathrooms. Some even say that the closets in this house are like the size of studio apartments in New York City. Crazy enough. But look at this hallway. Beautiful, beautiful hallway to display some of the most beautiful art here. You have second bedroom over here, overlooking the views of the back. You have a nice intimate family room over here. This is the space for you and your family to get together, watch some movies, have a movie night. And I love how it's just cozy and it's intimate. You have the view of the backyard, but that's about it. I love that. Balcony here as well. Down this way, you have 2 more ensuite bedrooms, both of them large rooms, big, beautiful bathrooms and walk-in closets and views of the backyard. So this side, you get really, really nice bedrooms. So for 4. So if you have 2 kids or 3 kids, you have extra bedrooms and the family room. Follow me, because the primary suite is pretty sweet. I love the staircase. When you're going up the staircase, you have like this corner of like the floor to ceiling windows overlooking the bamboos there and pure vegetation. Now we come this way. Before we get to the primary suite, we have to point out that up here, you have this, say like yoga room here, meditation room, gym. Either of those work, but Pilates is what works for them. And I would be working on this if I knew how to do Pilates, but I don't have the slightest idea, so don't even ask me to do any of these workouts. I stick to my basic workout training. You have a bar here as well, which I think is great, right? You have storage here. You have the refrigerator drawers as well, a beautiful countertop with the backsplash up. So this is a really cool space that I think this could be converted into a movie theater. You can have this as maybe an office, and even downstairs, that dining room that we showed you, that space could even be the movie theater or an office or an extra space like that. This is really cool because you have access out to the balcony facing the front of the house. You'll notice pure vegetation, and I love the windows here as well. These windows are actually really neat because you're looking at beautiful, clear blue skies. Let's come down this way. You have your upstairs laundry room here. So you have one upstairs and one downstairs. And now, the moment we've been waiting for, you have your elevator that lands over here, which is right in front of your primary suite. Double door entry leading straight into the primary suite. Now, this is actually one of the biggest primary suites that I've seen, and we've seen a lot of houses on this channel, but this one is probably somewhere around 3,000 square feet. This is just the seating area here. This is the sitting area, lounge area, and if you wanted to even, you can take it out to this huge covered terrace just for the primary suite as well, but we'll get there in a second. So this is just the lounge area, the seating area, and now you enter the actual bedroom. Look how big this is. I mean, this whole primary suite is probably larger than 80% of the apartments in New York City. Actually, literally, not even exaggerating. Maybe more, who knows? But this is the room here. Look how big this is. I mean, this rug, first off, is massive. It's huge. Look at the windows, looking out to pure landscaping. You have the windows up above, picture perfect with looking in the tree canopies. You kind of feel like you're in the trees right now. You're one with nature. And then you look that way, you see more landscaping, but now you're overlooking your backyard. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a huge room. You have enough space for a seating area, to sleep, you name it. And now we come down this way and you have your wet bar here. You have a sink, a refrigerator, a freezer, even a little mini microwave here, cabinetry. That way you don't have to go downstairs to go to the kitchen. You have everything you need right here, just a few steps away. Now this way here, we continue down, you have your walk-in closet. This walk-in closet is quite impressive. It's a huge walk-in closet. It feels like a boutique, a literal boutique. So you wake up every morning in a boutique, in a primary suite bigger than a New York City apartment that continues down around that way. This is incredible. Now we're cutting this way. You have 2 private water closets there. All right, so 2, no sharing there. And then on top of that, you have 2 vanities, and no sharing vanities. And you have the wet room, which has 2 shower heads, the rain shower, the handhelds. You have the tub. But this is your bathroom. It feels like a spa, it really does. And on top of that, you have a built-in TV into the mirror here. So you're waking up in the morning, you wanna watch the news, you're brushing your teeth, you have this on, boom, boom, boom. Look at that. Or you just leave it the way it is, and it's beautiful views of the city. Now you also have, of course, barn doors there if you wanted to close off the bathroom. But now we're back around to the primary suite. Let's take you out to the balcony. This is just your space. Again, this is where you're spending 1/3 of your life. So you need to make sure it's an impeccable and important space, just the way it is. This is your covered terrace. You have speakers here. You have the Uribe wood tongue and groove ceilings. Beautiful views of this backyard. I mean, look, you have a space here to hang out, lounge. You have a space here to dine if you wanted to eat, to have a coffee in the morning. Because remember, you have a coffee station and a sink, a wet bar right there, so you don't have to even go downstairs. But if you wanted to go downstairs, you don't have to go. And now you can take it actually right here. You have a stairs that take you straight down, which is actually, let's just take them. Come on, come with me, George. Might as well. You know, we usually cut and we do this and we do that, But let's give them the full enchilada here, right? You notice, look at the views. Look at the views of the side yard where they have the patterned rocks. Now we're right here, which is the covered terrace, right off of your family room and by the breakfast nook over here, so where the kitchen area is, and we're enjoying this backyard. You have basically concrete pavers, but you have a beautiful tile place on top with artificial turf inlays, space there to lounge, get your tan on. And let me tell you, I was tanning here earlier, and I might have over tanned within 3 minutes of just sitting right there, because that sun, Miami sun don't play. Miami sun does not play. Now look how low maintenance this is and how big of a pool deck. Hundreds of people can be here. You can be partying, no problem. Open those doors, open those doors, open those doors. Everyone's in and out, especially in winter time. Around this time is the perfect time. Now you have the infinity edge pool with the water feature on the other side, which is beautiful. You have the lounge area over here in the pool, and then you have your jacuzzi, of course. So if you wanted to feel the heat even stronger, you can. Now over here, I do want to mention you have a water feature here, but also this is the door. This door comes from that first bedroom that we saw, which is a perfect guest bedroom, because if they're staying in that room, they can come straight out over here. That's that bedroom there. And then now we come this way and you have your covered terrace, your pergola space for you to have your full-on summer kitchen, the hood, wolf. You have your burners here. We're ready. We're ready for Super Bowl Sunday to watch the Kansas City Chiefs lose. And then of course we got to remember you have beautiful, beautiful Ipe wood tongue and groove ceilings here. And I really like, if you look above here, they have this ceiling here. It's kind of like, it looks like a glass ceiling, but it's bringing in natural light, which I think is nice. It's right above the space. You just dine here, enjoy the pool, enjoy the sun. That's South Florida. Let's come back around this way, because I have one more thing to show you. Of course, there's a sink here, by the way. But we come around here, I want to mention on the side, look how big the side yard is over there. Tons of space and privacy. And then right around here is your cabana bath. So that way no one needs to go into the house to use the restroom. They can just use this restroom here. But that's the end of the tour. $19.5 million modern mansion in Ponce Davis. And those of you that don't know Ponce Davis is the most central and northernmost location where you will find acre lots in Miami, basically. It's the closest proximity to, let's say, downtown Brickell, where you find big lots, big homes. You can find some pockets in Coconut Grove, but in reality, there's just a handful. This is where you're gonna really find premium big lots and just beautiful scenery, beautiful foliage, and the homes all around us are homes like these. This is the most exclusive and my favorite neighborhood in all of Miami. It's a hidden gem not everybody knows about, but now you know about it. Ponce Davis, right by Coral Gables, right by South Miami, close to everything and more north than Pinecrest. And this is a $19.5 million home here. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment, and we'll see you in the next tour, because you know that we are doing this every single Sunday. Peace and love. Thank you so much for watching the tour. If you like what you see and you want to see more property tours, make sure you go watch this video right here, or you can watch this one right here. And you know what, while you're at it, why don't you subscribe so that way you see every single tour that we put out every week. And if you're looking to buy or sell a place in Miami, you know who to reach out to. Shoot me an email. We'll see you next week. Peace and love.